Welcome! In this video, you will learn how to add voting locations. To begin, hover over the Location Management link on the left navigation menu and click the appropriate submenu link based on event timing, the Location Registry link for a pre-event assignment, or the Location Tracking link if the event has been created. Enter the location name and use the search or filter by fields to determine if the location exists in EMS. If the location cannot be found, it must be added. Click the Actions link and select Add Voting Location. A blank Voting Location Details page opens with the following 5 tabs: General Information, Contact Information, Accessibility, Technology, and Payments. We're going to complete the information in all of these tabs, beginning with the General Information tab. All the information needed to complete this process should be taken from a completed voting location inspection checklist, Form F0255, for the voting location you wish to add. Enter the location name. All voting location names must be entered in title case. In the General Information tab, begin by entering the voting location address, as found on the first page of the voting location inspection checklist. Enter the full address, then click the search button. Select the correct address from the list of results, then click the Finish button. The complete address is now populated by EMS. Enter the room to be used and its square footage. Select the appropriate options from the Voting Location category, Voting Location type, and Funding type drop-down lists. Review the time zone drop-down to ensure it is displaying the correct time zone for the voting location. Select the appropriate checkbox for the types of poll to be held at this voting location, and select the corresponding voting process from the drop-down list. If there is parking available, select the Yes Radio button, then select the appropriate checkbox for parking availability. If there is public transport available, select the Yes Radio button, then select the appropriate checkbox for public transit availability. If the landlord agreed to provide furniture, select the Yes Radio button. Enter the number of tables and chairs expected. If the landlord has not agreed to provide furniture, select the No Radio button and enter the number of tables and chairs required. If the landlord requires security guards to be on site during the voting period or voting day, select the Yes Radio button. Otherwise, select No. If the location is licensed under the Liquor License and Control Act or in a place of public entertainment, select the Yes Radio button. Otherwise, select No. If the Voting Location Exemption Approval Checklist, Form F0257, has been submitted to EOHQ, select the Yes Radio button. This is the end of the General Information tab. Clicking the Save button saves the information and the Location Registry page opens. As we have more information to enter, we will scroll back to the top of the page and click the Contact Information tab. Each location must have a landlord, signing authority, payee, and site contact entered. Use the information completed in the first page of the Voting Location Inspection Checklist to complete this tab. In the Property Management Contact section, click the Add Contact link. A blank Property Management Contact Details window opens. From the Contact Type drop-down, select Landlord. Enter the organization/person landlord name and the contact name in their respective fields. Enter the landlord's mailing address. Enter the full address, then click the Search button. Select the correct address from the list of results, then click the Finish button. The complete address is now auto-populated by EMS. Enter the email address and phone number, then click the Save Contact button. The landlord information is now saved as a new record on the Contact Information tab in the Property Management Contacts section. Next, add a signing authority. Click the Add Contact link. From the Contact Type drop-down list, select Signing Authority. If the signing authority information is not the same as the landlord's, complete all the relevant contact information fields. However, if the signing authority information is the same as the landlord's, EMS has simplified the process for completing the fields. At this location, they are the same, so from the Copy From drop-down list, select Landlord. EMS populates the fields with the same contact information as the landlord. You can still change individual fields as necessary. Click the Save Contact button. On the Contact Information tab, under Property Management Contacts, the signing authority information is now saved as a new record. Then, repeat the process one more time to add the payee. Click the Add Contact link and select Payee. The payee is the name of the organization or business that receives payment for location rental. It should not be a person's name. Ensuring accuracy is critical, as this information is printed on the polling place rental agreement, F0204, and used to issue the payment. Any errors will lead to payment delays since the check will need to be cancelled and reissued. Payees are stored in an Elections Ontario HQ repository. To avoid creating duplicates, the RO must search for payee first, before adding a new one. Search for a payee by entering their vendor ID, payee name, contact name, or postal code. Then click the Search button. If, when searching for a payee, no results are found, select the None of These Are Right link and enter their contact information as you would a landlord or signing authority to save them as a payee. In this case, the payee is already stored in EOHQ's repository. Select the vendor, then click the Finish and Apply button. A confirmation shows that the payee details have been successfully applied. Scroll to the bottom of the Property Management section and click the Save Contact button. The payee information is now saved as a new record on the Contact Information tab in the Property Management Contacts section. The final step on the Contact Information tab is adding the on-site contact person. At least one site contact must be added for a voting location. In the Site Contacts section, click the Add Contact link. Enter the contact name, then search the contact's mailing address by clicking the Select Address button. Enter the full address and click the Search button. Select the correct address from the list of results and click the Finish button. To finish out this section, enter the contact's email address and phone number, then click the Save Contact button. The site contact information is now saved as a new record on the Contact Information tab in the Site Contacts section. This is the end of the Contact Information tab. As we have more information to enter, we will scroll back to the top of the page and click the Accessibility tab. Use the information completed in the Voting Location General Accessibility Assessment section on the Voting Location Inspection checklist to complete this tab. Select the Yes Radio button, as the location for this activity meets all mandatory accessibility criteria. From the Additional Info drop-down list, select With Remediation. In the Accessibility Issues section, click the Add Issue link. The Accessibility Issue window opens. You must indicate the specific accessibility issues and required remediations. The total list of remediation items required will be provided to EOHQ facilities so they can gather all the items and prepare the shipments to the RO office. Select the appropriate options from the drop-down lists: category, issue, remediation, and if required, product and quantity needed. Then click the Save button. The accessibility issue is now recorded. Now, let's move on to Technology by clicking the Technology tab. Complete the information in this section for voting locations that will utilize technology. Use the information completed in the Voting Location General Technology Assessment section on the Voting Location Inspection checklist to complete this tab. In the Wall Outlets section, enter the total number of usable three-pronged outlets in the room inspected. In the Connectivity section, enter the number of bars and the signal type from the drop-down lists. The ping, download, and upload fields only need to be completed if the number of bars entered is 2 or less. Select the applicable option to indicate the method of securing the technology equipment on site. At least one of the three methods listed must be selected. Complete the date, start time, and end time fields for the technology set up for polling day and for advance polls, if applicable. Upon completing the Technology tab, you may click the Save button, which will take you to the Location Registry page. Otherwise, scroll back up to the top of the page and click the final tab, Payments. If the vendor has an HST number, click the Yes Radio button and enter the 9-digit HST number from page 1 of the Voting Location Inspection Checklist form. Note: while the form records the 9-digit number, when entering any HST number in EMS, you must include RT0001 after the 9 digits. Confirm the payment type dropdown is defaulted to Check. Note that all voting location rental payments are issued by check unless the landlord specifically requests an alternative payment method. Click the Add Rental Fee link. Select the appropriate options from the poll type and fee dropdown lists. Enter the prepayment amount, if required by landlord. Then click Save. Repeat these steps if a location has more than one poll type assigned, for example, regular and advanced, or regular and special. If a location requires an alternate rental fee, click the Yes Radio button and enter the total amount to be paid in the alternate rental fee field. Note: if a rental fee was added in the previous step, it must be removed before an alternate rental fee can be added. Updating the alternate rental fee details ensures the approved voting location is not paid twice, once via submitted invoice and once automatically processed through EMS. Click the Save button. All the information is saved, and you are brought to the Location Registry page, which now shows your newly entered voting location.